interview with Mr. John B. Alexander. He's one of the biggest specialists in no-lethal weapons in the world. And I am going to ask you, you were the commander of the famous group of combatants in Vietnam War, the Green Berets. How did you change the lethal weapons to no-lethal ones?
Well, first of all, non-lethal weapons are not about, a peace movement. It's about pragmatic application of force. And a lot of this came about later when I looked at what was happening at the end of the Cold War, where the military was going, and that we needed to have options other than killing people, because there are many situations in which killing, even bad guys, is counterproductive.
What's the main advantage of the no-lethal weapons?
The main advantage is that it gives police and commanders options in use of force between doing too little and doing too much. In other words, standing on the sidelines, either getting involved with hands and fists and police officers getting hurt and suspects getting hurt, or doing too much, having to shoot people, in which non-lethal weapons would offer options of taking them into custody without injury or without having to use lethal force.
How do you see the efforts of Brazilian government to adopt this kind of weapons in his policy?
Frankly, I have been very impressed with the role of the Brazilian government, in that 2 years ago they hosted the biggest non-lethal weapons conference that's been held any place in the entire world. So this is about changing a culture, both from the police standpoint and from the military. And I think that what we're seeing here is a top-down driven approach, where the government is coming out, possibly in response to the public, but in saying we want to have options. We want to explore these things so that we don't continue to have to use lethal force in circumstances where non-lethal force, if available, would be more advantageous.
Okay.